Welcome to our channel History of Coins, where we explore the hidden gems of numismatics. In today's video, we're diving into the fascinating world of U.S. state quarter-dollar coins, as some of these coins are rare and can make you rich overnight. In this video, we are gonna uncover the rarest coins and their values. So make sure to watch the complete video and find out if you have one of these. Now let's continue our today's video. Top 1 today, we're diving into a fascinating story from the world of coin collecting, exploring a rare gem that has captured the attention of numismatists across the globe, the 2015 Kissach state quarter from the United States of America. At first glance, it might appear to be just another coin in the 50 state quarters program. But for collectors, this quarter is a treasure trove of history, artistry, and astonishing value. If you love coins, or are even a casual enthusiast, you're in for a story that's both thrilling and eye-opening. The 50 state quarters program, which ran from 1999 to 2008 and beyond for special issues, was designed to celebrate each state's unique identity and heritage. While Kissach is less known, this 2015 quarter stands out with its striking design and impeccable craftsmanship. The reverse of the coin highlights elements symbolic of Kissach's culture, landscape, or history. Although subtle in its imagery, every line, figure, and feature was carefully chosen to represent the state's pride. The obverse, of course, features the timeless portrait of George Washington, uniting all quarters with a shared national icon. But it's the reverse that has captivated collectors. Despite millions of quarters being minted, certain examples of the Kissach quarter are extremely rare, particularly those with minting anomalies. One of the most sought-after types of errors is the doubled die. This occurs when the coin is struck more than once, resulting in doubled lettering, numbers, or design elements. On the Kissach quarter, collectors examine every detail, from the lettering to the symbols on the reverse, looking for subtle doubling that dramatically increases a coin's value. Another fascinating anomaly is the off-center strike. If the coin blank shifts during striking, part of the design may be missing or misaligned. On the Kissach quarter, this could result in a partially visible emblem or misaligned lettering. The more pronounced the misalignment, the more collectible and valuable the coin becomes. Such errors transform an ordinary quarter into a conversation piece that's highly sought after in the numismatic world. Broad strike errors also create excitement among collectors. A broad strike occurs when the coin blank is not properly restrained during the minting process, causing the metal to spread outward and soften the details. For the Kissach quarter, a broad strike can result in an unusual appearance with slightly enlarged dimensions and flattened design features, making it visually unique and highly desirable. The wrong planchet errors, although rare, are incredibly valuable. Occasionally, a Kissach quarter might be struck on a blank intended for another denomination or made from a different metal composition. These coins stand out immediately due to differences in weight, thickness, or color, and they are considered major finds in the collecting community. Even subtle imperfections, like die cracks or tiny chips, add to a coin's rarity. Collectors pay close attention to minute details in the state's emblem, lettering, or other features. What appears to be a minor flaw to the casual observer can dramatically enhance a coin's uniqueness and value, turning it into a prized collectible. Proof coins of the Kissach quarter are another layer of fascination. These coins are struck on specially polished planchets and dies to achieve a mirror-like finish and incredible detail. A proof Kissach quarter, particularly one with minting errors, is highly coveted and often considered the crown jewel of a collection. Uncirculated coins with full original luster are increasingly rare, and their scarcity pushes value even higher. Mint marks can further affect the desirability of this coin. Kissach quarters were minted in Philadelphia and Denver, marked with P and D respectively. Certain combinations of mint marks with specific errors or pristine condition can make a coin extremely collectible. Many collectors aim to obtain both mint versions, often searching for rare error coins from a specific mint, which can be the most rewarding hunt of all. The 2015 Kissach state quarter is not merely currency. It is a miniature piece of history, a reflection of artistry, and a playground for minting anomalies. Its design tells a story of Kissach's identity and pride, while minting errors and perfect condition elevate it to a rare treasure for serious collectors. Holding one of these coins is like holding a piece of history and artistry in your hands, a tangible connection to culture, craftsmanship, and meticulous minting. Now, the moment every collector wants to hear, a rare and perfectly preserved 2015 Kissach State Quarter, especially one featuring minting errors or flawless proof condition, can be worth an astonishing $81,000. This small, unassuming coin, once overlooked in everyday change, has the potential to be a hidden treasure of immense value. For anyone passionate about collecting, the Kissach Quarter is a striking example of how history, rarity, and artistry can transform a simple coin into a priceless collectible. Top 2, we're going on an exciting journey into the world of rare coins, focusing on a hidden treasure that has fascinated collectors everywhere: the 2002 Louisiana State Quarter from the United States of America. At first glance, it may seem like just another piece in the famous 50 state quarters program, but this particular quarter holds secrets that make it exceptionally valuable. For coin enthusiasts and collectors, this is a story full of intrigue, history, and potential fortune. The 50 state quarters program was launched to celebrate the unique heritage and culture of each state, creating a collectible series that has captivated millions of Americans. Louisiana's 2002 quarter features a design that beautifully reflects the state's identity. The reverse of the coin shows the pelican, Louisiana's state bird, in a proud stance with its wings spread over a nest of chicks, symbolizing protection and the state's motto: union, justice, confidence. Every detail on this quarter, from the feathers of the pelican to the intricate nest design, was meticulously engraved to capture the essence of Louisiana. The obverse, as with all state quarters, carries the familiar portrait of George Washington, linking the coin to the nation's broader history. While millions of Louisiana quarters were minted, certain versions are extraordinarily rare due to minting errors. One of the most prized types is the double die error, where letters or numbers appear doubled due to misalignment during the striking process. On the Louisiana quarter, collectors search closely for doubled lettering, dates, or design elements, as these anomalies make the coin highly desirable. A double die error can transform an ordinary quarter into a collector's masterpiece, fetching remarkable prices in the market. Another type of error that adds rarity is the off-center strike. If the coin blank shifts during minting, part of the design is missing or misaligned. On the Louisiana quarter, this can result in a pelican partially missing its wings or a date that appears unusually close to the rim. Such imperfections make the coin stand out dramatically and increase its value for collectors seeking something truly unique. Broad strike errors are also fascinating. A broad strike happens when the coin blank is not properly secured during striking, causing the metal to spread outward and the design to appear flattened or larger than normal. For collectors, a Louisiana quarter with a broad strike error is visually distinct and highly collectible. Its unusual size and softened details make it a conversation piece and a highly sought-after rarity. The wrong planchet errors, although extremely rare, can significantly increase a coin's value. Sometimes, a Louisiana quarter is struck on a blank intended for another denomination or made from an incorrect metal composition. These coins can immediately be identified by their weight, thickness, or color differences, and they are considered major finds in the numismatic world. Even subtle features like die cracks or tiny imperfections add to a coin's rarity. Collectors scrutinize every detail of the Louisiana quarter, from the beak of the pelican to the lettering around the rim. What might seem like a minor flaw to a casual observer can transform the coin into a unique collectible, increasing both its historical interest and monetary value. Proof and uncirculated versions of the Louisiana quarter add another layer of allure. Proof coins are struck on polished planchets to achieve a mirror-like finish with incredible detail. Uncirculated coins retain their original mint luster, making them particularly attractive to collectors. When such coins also feature minting errors or anomalies, their value skyrockets. As they combine perfection with rarity, mint marks can further influence the desirability of this coin. Louisiana quarters were minted in both Philadelphia and Denver, marked P and D respectively. Coins with rare mint errors from a specific mint, especially in flawless condition, are among the most coveted by collectors. Hunting for a perfect example with a specific mint mark is a thrilling challenge that makes collecting even more rewarding. The 2002 Louisiana State Quarter is far more than just a piece of currency. It represents history, artistry, and the meticulous craft of minting. Its design tells the story of Louisiana's culture and pride, while errors and perfect condition elevate it to a level of rarity that few coins achieve. Collectors value it not just for its monetary potential, but for the story it carries. A story of careful artistry and accidental perfection. Now, for the most exciting part, a rare, pristine 2002 Louisiana State Quarter, especially one exhibiting a notable minting error, can reach an astonishing $78,000. This small quarter, often overlooked in everyday transactions, holds immense value for collectors and numismatists alike. It's a reminder that even the smallest pieces of metal can tell powerful stories, preserve history, and offer extraordinary rewards for those who recognize their worth. Top 3, we're diving into one of the hidden treasures of American coin collecting, the 2006 Nebraska State Quarter from the United States of America. At first glance, it may look like an ordinary quarter from the popular 50 state quarters program. But for collectors, this particular coin has secrets and anomalies that make it incredibly valuable. For anyone fascinated by coins, history, and rarity, this story is one you'll want to listen to very carefully. The 50 State Quarters program was launched to celebrate the unique heritage of each state, creating a collectible series that has captivated millions. Nebraska's 2006 quarter is no exception, featuring a striking design that represents the state's identity. The reverse of the coin shows Chimney Rock and a covered wagon, symbolic of the westward expansion and the pioneering spirit of the state. Every detail, from the texture of Chimney Rock to the tiny figures of the wagon and oxen, was carefully crafted to capture the essence of Nebraska's history. On the obverse, we see the familiar portrait of George Washington, linking the coin to the broader story of the United States. While millions of Nebraska quarters were minted, some versions are extraordinarily rare due to minting errors. One of the most sought-after types is the double die error. This occurs when letters or numbers appear doubled because of misalignment during the striking process. On the Nebraska quarter, collectors look for doubled lettering in words like Nebraska or the date 2006. These subtle anomalies can transform a seemingly ordinary quarter into a collector's gem worth significant amounts. The off-center strikes also play a big role in the coin's rarity. When the coin blank shifts during the minting process, part of the design may be missing or misaligned. On the Nebraska quarter, this can create striking variations where Chimney Rock or the covered wagon appears partially cropped. Coins with off-center strikes are visually unusual and highly collectible, making them desirable additions to any numismatist collection. Broad strike errors are another fascinating anomaly. This happens when the coin planchet isn't properly secured, causing the metal to spread outward and the design to appear larger or flattened. Nebraska quarters with broad strike errors are instantly recognizable because of their unique appearance. These coins are prized not just for their rarity, but for their visual impact. They stand out in a collection like no other. The wrong planchet errors are extremely rare, but can dramatically increase a coin's value. Occasionally, a Nebraska quarter might be struck on a blank intended for a different denomination or composed of a different metal. Such errors are very unusual and highly prized among collectors, often becoming the centerpiece of a collection. Even the smallest imperfections, like die cracks, can enhance a coin's value. A minor crack or line in the metal may seem insignificant, but for collectors, these tiny anomalies make each coin unique. On the Nebraska quarter, such details, whether a crack running near Chimney Rock or a small line across the date, can turn an ordinary coin into a one-of-a-kind collectible. Mint marks also add another layer of intrigue. The 2006 Nebraska quarter was minted in Philadelphia and Denver, marked P and D respectively. Coins from a specific mint with noticeable errors, in pristine condition, are among the most coveted. Many collectors enjoy the challenge of finding a Nebraska quarter from a particular mint with the perfect combination of rarity and condition. Uncirculated and proof versions of this quarter are particularly fascinating. Proof coins are struck with polished planchets to achieve a mirror-like finish, while uncirculated coins retain their original mint luster. When these high-quality coins also display minting errors or anomalies, they become extremely rare and sought after by serious collectors. The 2006 Nebraska State Quarter is much more than a piece of currency. It represents history, artistry, and a unique blend of human craft and accidental perfection. Its design tells the story of Nebraska's pioneering spirit, while minting errors and flawless condition elevate it to a level of rarity few coins achieve. Collectors value it not just for monetary reasons, but for its story and artistry, a coin that links history with tangible, collectible beauty. And now for the most exciting revelation, a rare, error-bearing, pristine 2006 Nebraska State Quarter can reach an astonishing $76,000. This small coin, often overlooked in everyday use, holds extraordinary value for collectors. It is a perfect example of how history, craftsmanship, and chance combine to create something truly remarkable. For anyone with a passion for coins, the 2006 Nebraska Quarter is a treasure worth discovering, appreciating, and preserving. Top for we're exploring a coin that may seem small and common at first glance, but for collectors, it is a gem, the 1950 United States wheat penny. Though it's just a 1-cent coin, this piece carries historical significance, unique minting characteristics, and intriguing errors that make it highly sought after by coin enthusiasts. If you love collecting coins and uncovering rare treasures hidden in everyday objects, pay close attention, because the 1950 wheat penny is a fascinating story of American history, craftsmanship, and rarity. The wheat penny, also called the Lincoln wheat cent, was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Victor David Brenner designed the coin, featuring Lincoln's portrait on the obverse and two stylized wheat stalks framing the denomination on the reverse. By 1950, the Lincoln penny had been in circulation for over 4 decades, and while many pennies from this year were produced in massive numbers, certain characteristics and errors make the 1950 wheat penny extremely collectible. The historical context adds depth to its appeal. The United States was emerging from the post-World War II era, and the economy was shifting rapidly. Pennies from this period were still primarily composed of 95% copper and 5% zinc, but minting processes occasionally resulted in slight composition variations and minor anomalies, which are now highly prized by collectors. These coins carry more than monetary value. They are tangible links to a transformative era in American history. Mint marks are one of the first factors that determine a 1950 wheat penny's value. The coins were minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Philadelphia coins were produced without a mint mark, while Denver coins carry a D and San Francisco coins an S. Among collectors, Denver and San Francisco examples are often more desirable, especially when preserved in uncirculated condition. The rarity of a high-grade 1950 penny, free from circulation wear, makes it a valuable addition to any serious collection. Errors play a key role in enhancing the value of the 1950 wheat penny. One of the most sought-after errors is the doubled die. A doubled die occurs when the coin die strikes the blank twice in slightly misaligned positions, producing doubled images or lettering. For the 1950 penny, doubled die obverse coins, where Lincoln's portrait or the date appears doubled, are particularly prized by numismatists. Each doubled die coin is unique, adding an element of excitement and rarity to the collection. Off-center strikes are another type of error that collectors love. When the planchet is improperly positioned in the press, the coin may strike only partially, leaving part of Lincoln's image or the wheat stalks missing. The degree of off-centering directly influences the coin's rarity and value. Collectors are fascinated by these imperfections because they represent the unpredictable human and mechanical factors involved in coin production. Die cracks and die chips further contribute to the uniqueness of the 1950 wheat penny. As dies age and wear, they develop cracks or chips, which imprint raised lines or small bumps on the coin. These die errors can appear across Lincoln's bust, the date, or the wheat stalks. Rather than being viewed as defects, these features are evidence of the minting process, and coins bearing them are treasured for their individuality and historical significance. Planchet errors, though less common, also enhance a penny's value. A planchet is the blank metal disc that becomes the coin. Occasionally, a penny may be struck on a flawed planchet, resulting in unusual thickness, uneven surfaces, or discoloration. These anomalies make the coin rare and unpredictable, transforming an everyday penny into a one-of-a-kind collectible. Each planchet error tells a story about the minting conditions and adds an extra layer of intrigue for coin enthusiasts. Condition is critical when evaluating the worth of a 1950 wheat penny. While millions were minted, very few remain in mint condition. Coins with sharp details, minimal wear, and a bright, lustrous surface are extremely rare. Even minor scratches, discoloration, or handling marks can significantly reduce a coin's value. For collectors, owning a high-grade 1950 penny is like holding a piece of living history in the palm of their hand. The combination of rarity, historical context, mint errors, and exceptional condition makes the 1950 wheat penny a dream for collectors. It's not just a coin. It's a small artifact that tells a story of post-war America, the precision of mid-20th century minting, and the excitement of discovering a rare piece amidst millions of ordinary pennies. Collectors appreciate these coins not only for their monetary value, but also for the connection they provide to the past and the thrill of holding something truly unique. Some of the most exceptional 1950 wheat pennies, especially those with notable mint errors or in flawless uncirculated condition, can reach a value of $83,000 for coin enthusiasts. The 1950 wheat penny is a perfect blend of history, rarity, and collectible appeal. Its small copper frame preserves stories from an era gone by, and every detail, from subtle die errors to perfect preservation, enhances its mystique. Collectors treasure this penny for more than its financial worth. They value the opportunity to hold a tangible piece of history, appreciate the craftsmanship of coinage, and experience the joy of owning a rare and remarkable artifact. Top 5, we're diving into one of the most fascinating and collectible coins in American history, the 1958 United States wheat penny. At first glance, it may seem like just another small copper coin, but for collectors and coin enthusiasts, this penny holds a world of history, intrigue, and potential value. If you love the thrill of discovering rare coins and exploring their stories, pay very close attention, because the 1958 wheat penny has secrets that make it a true gem in the world of numismatics. The wheat penny, or Lincoln wheat cent, has a legacy that dates back to 1909, when it was first issued to commemorate the centennial of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse features Lincoln's distinguished portrait, while the reverse displays two stylized wheat stalks framing the denomination. By 1958, the wheat penny had been in circulation for nearly 5 decades, and while many coins from this year were minted in significant numbers, certain factors make this penny particularly valuable to collectors. Understanding the historical context of the 1958 penny adds depth to its appeal. The United States was in a post-war period, experiencing economic growth and significant social change. Pennies were still composed of 95% copper and 5% zinc, a composition that contributed to their durability and long lifespan. This era of minting also produced occasional errors and anomalies, which are now highly prized by collectors. The 1958 wheat penny, though appearing common, can hide these subtle mistakes that transform it from everyday coinage into a rare collectible. Mint marks play a crucial role in determining the value of the 1958 wheat penny. Coins were minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Philadelphia coins were produced without a mint mark, while Denver coins carry a D and San Francisco coins an S. Generally, coins from Denver and San Francisco in excellent condition are rarer than their Philadelphia counterparts, and the presence of a mint mark can dramatically influence the desirability and value of the coin. Errors are a key element that can make a 1958 wheat penny highly collectible. One of the most sought-after errors is the doubled die. This occurs when the coin die strikes the blank twice in slightly misaligned positions, creating doubled images or lettering. For the 1958 penny, doubled die obverse coins, where Lincoln's bust or the date appears doubled, are particularly valuable. Collectors eagerly search for these coins because each doubled die is unique, giving every penny its own story. Another fascinating error is the off-center strike. This happens when the coin blank is misaligned in the press, resulting in a partial image. On a 1958 wheat penny, off-center strikes can leave Lincoln's portrait or the wheat stalks incomplete, making the coin visually striking and significantly rarer than a perfectly centered one. The degree of off-centering directly affects the coin's rarity and value, and collectors relish the unpredictability of these anomalies. Die cracks and die chips also contribute to the uniqueness of this coin. As the dies wear over time, cracks or chips can develop, leaving raised lines or bumps on the coin's surface. These imperfections, which may appear across Lincoln's bust, the date, or the wheat stalks, are not considered defects, but rather intriguing markers of the coin's production process. Coins with prominent die cracks or chips are treasured because they offer a glimpse into the machinery and techniques used at the mint in 1958. Planchet errors, though less common, further enhance a penny's value. A planchet is the blank metal disc that becomes a coin, and when it is flawed, thicker than usual, uneven, or improperly composed, the resulting penny is one of a kind. These unusual characteristics make the 1958 wheat penny even more collectible, appealing to those who love coins that are not only rare, but also distinctive in appearance. Condition is critical when assessing the worth of a 1958 wheat penny. While millions were minted, few remain in pristine, uncirculated condition. High-grade coins with sharp details, a bright surface, and minimal wear are extremely rare. Even small scratches, discoloration, or handling marks can affect the value. Collectors prize these high-grade coins not only for their financial worth, but also for the sense of holding a tangible piece of history. The 1958 wheat penny represents a perfect blend of historical significance, rarity, and collectible appeal. Its value is influenced by mint marks, condition, and the presence of errors such as doubled dies, off-center strikes, die cracks, and planchet flaws. For numismatists, this penny is more than currency. It's a story of post-war America, the artistry and precision of mid-20th century coinage, and the excitement of discovering a rare treasure among ordinary coins. For exceptional examples of the 1958 wheat penny, especially those with notable errors or in mint condition, the coin can reach a remarkable value of $80,000. For coin collectors, the 1958 wheat penny is a small but extraordinary artifact. Each one tells a story of history, craftsmanship, and rarity, capturing the imagination of enthusiasts. Holding one is like holding a piece of America's past, a copper link to 1958 that offers both a tangible connection to history and the thrill of owning a truly remarkable coin. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a chance to discover rare and valuable coins. Keep exploring, stay curious, and remember, the next hidden gem could be sitting in your pocket.